Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another Supatease video. And with this one, we got a special one. We've got a Dragonflight Arms Warrior PvP dueling video. Now, Arms Warrior has historically been probably one of the worst specializations to try and do 1v1 with. But in today's video, we're going to be building a talent tree to try and make it the best that it has ever been in this instance. Warrior is benefiting greatly from this talent rework. So as we're going through here, we're going to take into considerations a 1v1 environment. Battle stance is something we're going to automatically get. Defensive stance and intervene, do we really need it, or do we just go all out, all offense? We're going to want to get rallying cry. We're going to want to be able to support ourselves with the defensive cooldown. We're definitely going to want impending victory. Impending victory is going to be very important to our survival. And now we could go for second wind, but most classes in the game have damage over time effects. So the likelihood that I'm able to get this benefit and this heal is probably very small. We can reduce the cooldown of our damage abilities as well as our pummel. That seems pretty good. Now this is where we get like some hard choices, because normally you'd want defensive stance, right? 20% damage reduction, but I don't really need intervene. I'm not intervening an ally. We're going to need Berserker Rage though. So connecting that in this way might be better. We could go for Berserker stance. We could get some leech. War Machine's not going to help us out too much. Auto attack speed's probably not going to help us out too much. So I'm kind of leaning towards defensive stance to get Berserker Rage. We're going to want Spell Reflect for any wizards, any shenanigans going on with that. We could take Piercing Howl as a big slow. Thunderclap doesn't look like it's going to provide any sort of like attack speed reduction, so I'm not really leaning into that too heavily. Intimidating Shout is obviously very good. Heroic Leap for mobility, can't go wrong with that. And now I'm thinking about going this cacophonous roar here, so that I can do damage in a fear and not have to worry about it breaking. So I'm thinking about picking up that. Now we're gonna need to get Stormbolt, which is unfortunately connected through Thunderclap. That feels really unfortunate. We're already getting challenged. We're already getting challenged yet. We're already getting challenged, but we gotta still figure this out. So it's really unfortunate that Stormbolt is connected through Thunderclap, but I'm probably not even gonna keybind it. But also pain and gain. So like, do I want a stun or do I want more healing? Probably a stun. I think I've got enough healing with the impending victory, so we're going to lean into Stormbolt. That's going to be my win condition for being able to end the duel. Concussive blows, reduce the cooldown of pummel. If I interrupt at 5%, not super appealing for a dueling environment. Slam deals 30% additional damage and has a 7 point. Ooh, is there a 60% damage? I think we're going to try and do a slam build here for the 1v1 because that seems pretty good. We can get Wrecking Throw, which is hurl your weapon at the target, dealing 500% increased damage to absorb shields, or Shattering Throw, which will remove any magical immunity. So if I'm fighting a paladin, I'm going to want that, but let's just wait a second because I might not be fighting too many paladins. We have a placeholder talent here. We can reduce the cooldown of our Heroic Leap. That seems pretty appealing. Thunderclap's radius, increase the damage of Thunderclap. And targets affected by your rend, you also affect 5 near. That would be decent for spreading rend in PvE, but I'm going to be fighting one-on-one here, so not super appealing to me. I'm wondering if there's any like slam-oriented stuff on this side. Execute is now usable on targets below 25%. Probably want to be picking up that. Frothing Berserker, Rampage, Mortal Strike, Cleave, and Revenge with a 20% chance to immediately refund their rage, or increases the damage with one-handed weapons. Those don't seem very good to me. Double time, so we get double charge, double heroic leap seems pretty good. And then maybe we pick up Piercing Howl because we're gonna want like a big snare to kite around the map, is what I'm thinking. Or we could get movement speed. I think we'll go Piercing Howl for now in this environment, and we could get auto attack speed. Your auto attacks generate 200%. I don't think rage is going to be particularly a problem, but maybe it will be. So maybe we want some extra rage. We've got so many talents that we can keep kind of going through this and get even more stuff. So this, if we're doing a slam build, I'm starting to lean more heavily into this auto attack. War Machine, do we want auto attacks generate more rage because they're not really going to be killing anybody? Do I want to pick up that leech or some extra movement speed? These are not all too appealing. I'm kind of honestly maybe leaning into refund your rage. But it's such a low chance that I don't really want to, and I'm not going to be a one-handed arms warrior. That's kind of cringe. So we'll get the movement speed. Now, as we go down here, we can go Rumbling Earth, or we can go Thunderous Aftershocks, which is kind of like the Night Fae one, and I'm not leaning towards either of those. I don't want to dual wield as arms. That seems weird. we want Spear of Bastion for sure because there's a lot of crit damage modifiers. So we're going to get Spear of Bastion, and we're going to get crit chance during Spear of Bastion. Then we are going to look at if there's anything else. Activating Avatar Bladestorm casts the other at reduced effectiveness. Activating Avatar or Thunderous Roar casts Recklessness at a reduced effect. Or Bitter Immunity restores 20% instantly. And ooh, this could be really good if I'm dueling a rogue. I just got challenged by Naj, so maybe we lean into this a little bit. Get a 3-minute cooldown big heal. That's going to remove like any sort of really powerful effects. We can get Avatar, and then I want to activate Avatar to Bladestorm. Incoming stun probably, and extra damage on my two-handed weapon seems pretty good. And then we could pick up some stamina with this last point, or we can pick up some haste. And I think I'm leaning into the stamina right now for 1v1s on this left side of the tree. So we got like a lot of crit damage oriented. We got some cooldown immunities. We get a lot of mobility. We have a stun, and we've got our impending victory for a heal. So we've got a lot of stuff you weren't able to get all together. Now on the arm side, this is where we got to like decide if we want to go for kind of like an execute Mortal Strike warrior, or if we want to do the slam build, I think, which is what I'm trying to look up right now. I'm also wondering if there's any healing in here, because I'm thinking that I'm going to want the healing, or maybe we go down the middle. Wait, we need to get Bladestorm. Ooh, this is tough if Bladestorm is down here, because I think that these aren't unhinged with a spear. It's gonna be really good. So I'm kind of leaning down towards trying to get towards the middle, but we're gonna want Warbreaker as well. Warbreaker has just always been really good, so we're gonna go down that side. Execute no longer has a cooldown if your foes survive. Whenever you parry, you heal for 10%. I don't think you can parry players, so we're not gonna go for that. What's down here in the middle that we would want? Execute, so we can get like the charge executes. I kind of want to get that, although this isn't like the best talent. Your periodic bleeds have a chance to provide rage. Tactician is really good. You can just get some flat overpower. Your damage and critical strikes deal additional damage. We want this crit damage for sure. Tactician has additional chance to trigger. I don't think I want to run like a Ren build. Resetting your MS could be really good. Also, overpower having 2 charges has been pretty common to play on warrior for a long time now, so I'm probably going to lean into that. Sweeping strikes talents don't seem too appealing, and whirlwind and collateral damage don't seem too appealing for what I'm trying to do here, so I'm probably going to go down the right and try and connect in there. I can also connect in from the left, so it's not really a big deal. I probably don't even need to get this then. Every 20 rage you spend reduces the remaining cooldown. I don't think I'm going to have a lot of time to spend rage to reduce the cooldown. I think the duels are going to be pretty fast. When Colossus Smash expires, you get strength. In for the kill, Colossus Smash. Oh, we like that. We like the haste one. And then Warbreaker will replace it. That's what we wanted. Your attacks have a chance to make your next execute be usable on any health. So sudden death is going to be really good. And then we still got some points left over. I don't really want to pick up Rend unless it's just randomly insane. And I don't really want to pick up Skull Splitter. This is really kind of annoying to try and pick these last couple of talents. I'm thinking I get the Execute above 80% health so I can start the fight with Execute and start getting some good damage out there. And Execute no longer has a cooldown if your foe survives, and we can get Rage refunded. So it's going to be a good way to like start the duel. Your periodic bleed effects have a chance to generate Rage. Not really leaning into that super hard at the moment. We have to pick up something. So Anger Management is not going to give us any benefit. It's like Rend on a rogue in case they get away and reset, I guess, is what I'm leaning into. And then Deep Wounds deals more damage. Okay, we don't want to spend too many points, though. We want to try and get to Bladestorm, so we got to get this. Versatility and cooldown dive of the sword seems really good. And then while using two-handed swords or axes, your Mortal Strike and Execute critical strike damage is increased by 10%. Your Execute has a 5% increased crit. Okay, so that could be some really big damage. But we want it unhinged, because then we're going to be getting like proc Bladestorm from our avatar, and we're going to be getting a manual Bladestorm as well. So this could be a lot of extra damage. When Bladestorm ends, Whirlwind and Cleave doesn't seem too good, and there's a bunch of placeholder talents. When you use the two-handed maces or pole arms, the damage and duration of Colossus Smash is increased by 30%. Oh my god, so we've got mace and sword warriors again. I don't know how much I like that. This one seems way better, 30% more damage from the Colossus Smash, but I don't have a mace on this test realm, so we'd have to do the sword. But we also wanted to get down here. I think your mortal strikes have it against a target above 30% have a high chance to apply a fatal mark. When enemy falls below 30%, your next execute basically is going to kill them. So I was thinking about running that. But do we really have a lot of time to stack that up, or would it be better to go critical strike chance increased and then into exploiter? Execute causes the target to take 50% more damage from your next. So like a condemn warrior. Oh, I think I'm going to lean into the condemn warrior. And then this doesn't seem too great. I'm probably not going to get that one. We could go for a skull banner. So we get like a skull banner spirit. We have so many keybinds. I'm already noticing. I don't know if I'm a really big fan of that. Do I want to go now into mastery? Runs initial damage and 50% more damage. Kind of feels like I should invest into that if I'm going to do that. Deep wounds and roar no longer last 3 seconds longer and have 5% increased critical strike chance. Your overpower has a 30% chance of resetting the cooldown of mortal strike. Ooh, that seems good. That seems good. We could also maybe get... No, we can't get down into fatality. So if we increase our mastery here, this is so rough. I'm thinking I'm leaning into the execute because I've got like this condemn build going. And then maybe we lean into mastery here just for some extra stats. There's obviously a lot of customization here. Like I can't even 100% decide what I want to do here for this duel. And there's still some not yet implemented talents. So this is certainly going to be a challenge to try and fill out this talent tree. But for now, I think this is what we're going to go with. We're focused on kind of like being a Venthyr Kyrian warrior. And we're going to have a ton of like proc damage. I'm really curious to see how this plays out. And then we still need some honor talents. So I'm thinking death sentence because of how many execute oriented talents I have, so I can charge the target, and then probably disarm if I'm dueling, you know, against any sort of types of rogues and stuff like that. We could run storm of destruction to reduce the cooldown of our blade storm, but I really don't think I'm going to be having the cooldown reset before the duel ends. So I'm probably going to get sharpened blade instead of that, and then we'll probably run disarm given the situation of the players out here currently, having a rogue already challenged me to a duel. Now we got to talk about keybinds. I know keybinds are a really big deal for people. A lot of you have like kind of requested like what type of keybind videos, and keybinds are really personal. What I would recommend is to try and keep keybinds that you know you're using frequently around your ASW. That way that's like your damage rotation, so that way your movement is already really close by to some of your core rotation. I have a lot of my damaging cooldowns on shift modifiers. Oh, bitter immunity is extra defensive that I gotta figure out where I want to put. Okay, we're gonna put it here for now. I gotta keybind the stuff that I know from my memory of what I need. And then we got to go there. So there's a lot of people out here, man. Wrath of the Lich King's coming out, so these guys are all just waiting to jump onto that, as am I. I'm very excited to start my journey with Wrath of the Lich King a second time around. But right now, while we're waiting for it, we may as well get some duels going here on the alpha. And now we get Piercing Howl, which is normally Shift T for me. Oh, it's going to be so fun to press Avatar and get a Blade Storm with Unhinged. Oh my god, it's going to be disgusting. It is going to be absolutely gross. Fear is on Shift E normally for me. We could do some Sword and Board shield blocking as well. This could actually maybe help us against rogues if we're really starting to struggle, but I don't think it gave me a shield on this server, so we can't really do that. We took a lot of talents that have to do with Slam, and then I realized quickly that there wasn't a lot of talents to do with Slam on the other side of the talent tree. So I'm wondering, I thought there was before. They've obviously changed this talent tree a little bit, but it doesn't seem like there was a lot of oriented around Slam anymore. So maybe that Slam doesn't, but we also noticed that it was really tough to even just like fill everything in on that side. So maybe we won't worry about it too much. We got Whirlwind, which we're probably not going to press, Warbreaker. And then we've got, I guess if we want to Whirlwind somebody out of stealth, where are we going to put Rend? Rend is like just the odd one out here for me. I don't know exactly where I want to put it. We'll put it here. We're probably not even going to keybind Thunderclap. It's just, it costs rage, and whereas I think Whirlwind and Thunderclap both cost the same rage. I mean, it's a snare AoE, so it's like a tough call, like which one we would want to use over the other one. We got our Spear of Bastion. I think I would normally have put this where I just put Rend, so this is really unfortunate. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to press Rend, how much rage I'm going to be able to have. We got Pummel. Oh, I just pressed my big cooldown by accident because that's what was keybound to T. Also, if you have like a Razor Naga or a mouse with a lot of side buttons, you can put a lot of your arena targeting on those binds, and you should be all right. So Die by the Sword is normally Shift 2. We're going to have to rearrange this around a lot if we're going to make this work. Maybe Shift F can be where that one can go for now. think Mortal Strike is normally on 3. Overpower's on 2. We've got Warbreaker on our bar. We've got Execute on our bar. Feel like I'm missing something. So I think the choice nodes are bugged. No, Stormbolt's here. So we can put Stormbolt. I think it's normally on Shift T, but I have Arena 1, 2, 3 modifier. So Piercing Howl is also not on the right bind right now. We got Defensive Stance. I think those are normally on my other set of bars, my second action bar with my mouse. I like my stances and my shape shifting on my mouse with shift modifiers. So we've got Impending Victory. We got Charge. I'm sure as soon as I press a button in a duel, I'll be like, oh, I don't have this ability, and things are going to get awkward. But there's so many cool things in this build that I really just want to start pressing my buttons. So let's put Disarm here on my bar, and let's put Sharpened Blade on my bar, and kind of let's just see what happens here. So let's see. Who wanted to duel earlier? Who wanted to duel earlier? Is anybody even still out here? All right, we got this Evoker, so the new class. This new class does so much damage now, by the way. With all of the new changes that came into it. Is he here? Who was it that wanted to duel? Somebody wanted to duel. We got Delphine. How good do we think Delphine is going to be at dueling? Let's see. Are they going to run away? I need a battle shout. Let's get battle shout out. All right, let's see. They're going to accept the duel? Are they accepting the challenge? Oh, they are. All right, they're in stealth. We can't see them. We're very scared. We don't know what to expect from a hunter. If they're BM or MM, I didn't pay attention. It's going to be really scary. I'm going to start in D stance. Come on, man. Come on, man. You're not going to just camo and do nothing, right? There's no shot you just camo and do nothing, right? Come on. Oh, there they are. So let's just charge in here, stun them up, drop my spear, Warbreaker, and then we'll get an Avatar Bladestorm. Big cleave with Unhinged. We got Turtle immediately. Insta-Turtle. Insta. We still have double time. We can still disarm, so we're waiting for the turtle. We'll charge in. We'll hamstring. We'll Bladestorm out of this route. And then we can cancel our Bladestorm and charge again. That cancel aura is not working because I didn't make a macro for it. We'll charge in again. I don't have Human Racial on my bar. No, we might die in this. We have Rallying Cry. Into an Impending Victory. Oh, look at that heal. And then we can stun. Actually, we'll save the stun for our burst, I think. Oh, they've healed to full as well. So everybody's recovered. We don't have our bitter immunity, and I can't really move right now. We're going to Heroic Leap over here. Get our stacks going. Get a disarm out of this. Probably pop our parry as well. They've got nothing, though. So we're going to pop Warbreaker, Sharpened Blade, big Mortal Strike. We got Impending coming up soon, so we can get a big heal. And then we can pop our bitter immunity just for BM and go into battle stance and do some massive swings here. Charge, fear them low HP with that Cacophonous, and then it's not going to break, and we can spear them, and then we can execute all the way to victory. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh by golly. I am very rusty at Warrior, and that felt insane. Warrior felt insane. Like, there are people way better than me, and I'm sure these talents can be crafted way more accurately, considering this is the first time I've ever logged on this class. But, like, I have played Warrior and played against Warrior in the past, and Warrior has felt terrible. So, to have it feel that good in that situation right there was absolutely insane. You've got such a large kit. I didn't even press Rend. Probably should have. I don't know if Feign Death actually still removes bleeds or not, so if there was, didn't feel like I had a lot of time to. It didn't even feel really necessary. Maybe if you were going to go full out with a Rend build, which I honestly kind of did, you'd be able to make it. But you've got such an expansive toolkit. The double proccing Blade Storm with this, and then with the Unhinged and getting like multiple Unhinged and getting the spear down with the crit percent modifiers and getting double Blade Storm, man, like that's insane. Like, did we go again? Maybe we go again? All right, let's see what the hunter can do with the round 2. We're in D stance at the start. We're going to charge. Spell Reflect in case they try and trap. Charge, execute. Get our Mortal Strike up. Start getting our Rends. They scatter us. Probably should have put my trinket on my bar. That would have been good. We can stun here. Warbreaker. Spear of Bastion. Avatar Bladestorm with the Warbreaker and with the Unhinged. We got Turtle with that. We can heal off the pet if we need to with Impending. They're getting away from us, but we got another charge. My action bar is also really awkward, but we'll charge in here. We'll disarm the hunter, stop any more damage. We'll charge execute after this. All right, so pre-disarm the stun. We're Gucci. We can leap on top and then get a fear. Ooh, trap. Okay, they're resetting. They're going for a big aim shot. We'll leap over. We'll fear it. And then with Sharpened Blade, we'll get our executes with our talent. Oh, looks like he may be disconnecting. Or I'm disconnecting, I'm not sure. We'll Bladestorm this. We'll have to click our cancel because I don't have a macro to do it. Oh, that Feign Death caught me, dude. I MS'd the pet. Alright, we'll Spell Reflect a Trap. We'll just keep going ham here. I'll pop a die by the sword because they're using cooldowns, and I want to stay aggressive here. We'll get our Rend up because we actually remembered to press it. We'll get some Mortal Strikes out. Alright, full trap. Our Ren's ticking, though. That Ren's kind of doing some work. We can leap. Dude, I always have mobility. Wailing Arrow. Alright, so I'm going to leap over here and disarm. Piercing Howl. We're going to stun. We're going to blast with Executes. Victory Rush to bait him into thinking I'm dead, and then Sharpen Blade for the kill. Oh, the Feign Death at 1%. Come on. Oh my god, dude. I am a behemoth. I am a monster. I am unstoppable. I am very bad, and I am unstoppable. This is very good news for Arms Warrior. This makes me want to play an Arms Warrior, man. There's so many different things you can go down to. I'm so much more excited about this than the Boomy one right now. I haven't even tried anything on this left side, although this seems kind of more focused towards PvE with like Shockwave and AoE stuff like that. But this type of single target build, you're literally the best of all worlds, man. Like, this is a really good job on the class. Like, this is what I want to struggle picking. Like, I don't know if I want to go all the way down here. You're getting a bunch of utility. You got like, I didn't even have to use the bitter immunity, that one. But like, if you're fighting a rogue, like Warrior might be one of the best 1v1 classes in the game. This is insane. All right. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video here today. If you did, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and comment down below with your thoughts on the Warrior. Obviously, we didn't get like an expansive amount of duels here. This is more kind of just like an early testing phase. Half these talents don't work. Half of them aren't even appearing, and we are slaughtering people. And I can kind of just feel the vibe of it even before everything else has kind of moved through, that Arms Warrior is going to be a monster. So other than that, thank you very much for watching the video, and I will catch you in the next one.